Hello and welcome to PsychicLeo.com. I am so pleased and delighted that you're here. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, let me just introduce myself to you. I'm Leo Brown. I'm a psychic medium, a life coach, and a motivational speaker. Now, for 10 years, it has been my mission to help others to see the power that is inside of them. So since you're here, I want you to take a look around, I want you to relax, and hopefully I get to see you soon. A lot of experiences. Wow, where do I start? First, I would say I was always intrigued with it. Always. Even I remember from the time I was 9, I used to watch the 1-900, if you remember those, the 1-900 commercials. And I used to be like, oh my God, I love it. I want to do that. And I remember the first time I saw Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg, I would be like, oh my God, I want to be just like Old Man Brown. Be careful what you wish for, right? And then I ended up meeting my best friend, who basically saw something in me that was always there, but said, let's invest in this, let's grow with it. And that's what happened. And for me, it's just been something that's very natural, very normal, and just a part of who I am. I don't. I just go with it. I go with what Spirit tells me to tell them in that moment in time. What they take from it, that's on them. That's on the person. But for me, I just go with what Spirit is leading me to say. I'm just a vessel. Yes, it was actually just recently. There was a man I spoke with who shall remain nameless. And I didn't mean to do it, but Spirit just led me to end up giving him a reading. And in the process of the reading, he started to sob. And I don't like to make people cry. That's not my goal. I don't want to make you cry. I want to make you happy. So the first thing I said to him when he was sobbing, I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you cry, but it's just what I'm hearing. And he told me, he said, thank you. Thank you because you've helped me to see that my life isn't as bad as I thought it was. Because apparently he was going through a lot of emotional issues. And I didn't know anything about him. I had never met him. Only knew his first name. But from that, he got off the phone just feeling elated. My focus as a life coach is to basically take a broad look at what you want to accomplish first. Whether it be losing weight, whether it be finding a better relationship, whether it be becoming more spiritually aware of yourself. And from there, I just start dissecting the things that you need to do. I don't tell you what to do because you do the work. It's not up to me to run your life. I'm just the one that says, okay, look, let's just walk down the path together, and I'll point out things that could be disruptive, the blocks that are in your life, so to speak. So that's what I do. I like both, actually. I mean, to be honest, I want to take over the world. I mean, I just want to do it all. I like both. I like one-on-one because I like the interaction like we're having right now. I like the one-on-one conversation. But at the same time, I like the big crowd because it reaches more people. As I'm sure everybody does. Everybody has a role model. One of my best role models will be my best friend. And even though I don't say it often, and I don't say it a lot, he has inspired me greatly. Okay. And I'm getting a little emotional here, but yeah. Because he's been not only a best friend, but he's been a mentor, a teacher, drinking buddy. It's been a lot of things. And I'm very, very happy that he's with me on this journey. Besides him, it would be Selena Fox of Circle Sanctuary, Dinah Ross. Just many different people. I want them to relax. I want them to take off their shoes, pour a glass of wine, have fun. Because when you're with me, that's what I want you to expect. Oh God, oh my God, okay. If it's not money, it is love. Love, love, love. But I understand it because, as a single man myself, Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be in love. There's nothing wrong with it. And when you're in love, the world is just full of magic and bright and great things. So I understand that kind of question. What would I do to empower them? I would just simply say, love yourself. You deserve only the best. And you are special. Even though you may not see it, I do. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you. So, yeah.
I've been a client of Leo Brown's for approximately 3 years. And throughout those 3 years, Leo has not only started out as a psychic and mentor, but he's also become a dear friend of mine. I have been through trials and tribulations throughout those 3 years that he has not only given me insight on, but he's also given me guidance and helped me get through all those trials and tribulations. He's also helped me celebrate the very good times in those 3 years. I would highly recommend you make contact with Leo. You will never be disappointed.
I would definitely recommend him to anybody who is looking for that second opinion, somebody with that insider knowledge, almost like he's standing right beside you, experiencing the exact same thing you're experiencing. It's a pretty powerful experience knowing that somebody's right there with you in spirit, and be able to communicate with the other side if you wanted to talk to a loved one, or be able to know what your pet or an inanimate object like one of your favorite flowers is trying to tell you. And he has this element of compassion that you normally don't get in most situations when you're talking to friends or family. If there's somebody that you need somebody to lean on, it's definitely Leo Brown.
I decided to give his services a try. Being my first time trying dealing with a psychic, I was very skeptical myself, as those of you probably are who are considering either consulting with him, whether it be by email, phone, or in person. First, I will say I was very satisfied with the reading I received from Psychic Leo Brown, and the reason why is because I did not have to give him information in order for him to feed off of or go off of. I was actually pretty silent throughout the whole reading. He actually pulled things out of my reading for me himself without any help or egging on of my own, so to say. I will say that, anyone will be nervous their first time giving this a try. I will say that in my case, he was very on point. I'm quite confident you'll be satisfied with the services that you will receive from Psychic Leo Brown. Since our reading, a lot of what he had told me as far as the future is actually unraveling as we speak, and going just as he said it would. So I encourage those of you who are on the fence to just give it a try. It's not going to hurt, and I think you will be very satisfied as I am, and as many of his other customers are that you will see in addition to myself.
I just want to stop by, support my boy Leo, let y'all know you're looking for an experience that's going to be relaxed and very revealing. You want to go to Leo Brown route. He helped me. I can tell you, hard nut to crack, absolutely. Ask anybody that know me, but he got the job done. And I must say, I'm on the journey to a better me. So check him out, Leo Brown. I love you.
I first started calling Leo in 2008, and right in the very beginning, he gave me one bit of advice that I can truly say changed the course of my life for the better. So for that, I am supremely grateful. Since that time, he's always been someone I can turn to for psychic insight, for good old-fashioned common sense, and a whole lot of fun, because Leo is hilarious. He's also eerily accurate in his psychic predictions, right down to what new little shelter doggy was gonna look like. So if you need to get unstuck, or you need some life direction, or just someone friendly to talk to, I can't recommend Leo enough, so give him a call.
Hi, I'm Jay Myers with PBC Studios, and I'm here to talk a little bit about my experience with working with Psychic Leo Brown. And I've had the occasion 3 times to work with Leo, and all I have to say is he's a very charismatic person. He did readings for an event and then 2 Psychic Saturdays that we held, and had friends come, and some of the public came and had readings. He's very popular. He has a very colorful personality. Everyone was very complimentary of his readings. As far as my personal experience with Leo's readings, he does have very good intuition. There were several things that he had told us about the business that he felt would happen in the future, and I have to say that he was on the right track. He doesn't claim to be 100% correct all the time, but he has a lot of interesting insight into things. I know that one of my friends who had never had a psychic reading done before, Leo touched on something very personal that no one knew about. And so he came to me after the reading and had asked, you know, where we found this guy, because he had said something very profound and kind of scary at the same time. It was something that my friend needed to watch out for. And anyway, it was very interesting. So if you have the chance to work with Leo, I highly recommend it. I don't think that you'll regret it at all. He's a very fun person to be around. So thanks.